Hey Sunflowers, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with an intuitive tarot reading and channeled message for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is just going to be a general message, so whatever I see is what I will read, but based on your spread today, I feel this is more related to love and romance. We start the reading with the Six of Pentacles, followed by the King of Wands, the Hangman, Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Sun, and the Eight of Swords as the potential outcome. The overall energy is the Four of Wands, and the hidden energy is the Four of Swords. So with the hidden and the overall energy both being fours, that indicates to me your desire for something solid, stable, and consistent. Honestly, I feel like you're more so trying to move on from someone than trying to meet someone new. But the purpose of you moving on from them is so that you can be open to new relationships in the future. For those of you in the feminine energy, the masculine energy that you were connected with may have been an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, represented here by the King of Wands. Or for those of you in the masculine energy, that can just indicate how determined you are to move forward, and you have potentially met someone new who could have water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It doesn't have to be these signs, but Pisces and Leo are significant in this reading as well. For those of you who are trying to move on from someone from your past, I think that you have learned everything that you can learn from that connection. I think that it's time for you to understand the value in being independent and standing on your own 2 feet. I think that's honestly the difference between you feeling optimistic about meeting someone new and welcoming new love or new romance into your life, and you feeling as if it will never happen for you and allowing the overthinking or the anxiety to take over and create a very negative worldview. I think it has taken a lot of time and consistency to distance yourself from your past relationships, but there's definitely one in particular. There's somebody who you have a soft spot for. This may be someone who you were hoping to reconnect with in the present or in the future. This could be someone who you never were properly in a relationship with, but always thought if you had the chance that it would go somewhere. This could be someone as simple as a crush or some faraway love. This could also be someone that you know in your friend group or someone who is a friend, and maybe you've considered crossing that boundary from friends into lovers. What I will say is that although it's not impossible for you and the person you're trying to move on from to connect or reconnect, for those of you who were connected to this person previously, I think it requires you to let go of the past. If there were some things that happened between you and this person that made you question your value or what you brought to the relationship, it's time to let that go. Because whether or not you move into a relationship with the person from your past or someone new, you can't continue to carry the pain from the past with you. For those of you who have no interest in this past person or connection, you've been trying diligently to move forward, and for some reason, you can't stop thinking about them, or they're always on your mind, or they pop up in your mind randomly and you think, wow, I thought I was over them. Am I not over them? I think that you are about to cross the threshold, the time in which you wanted them and who you are now, understanding that you may just not be aligned with this person. For those of you who have been working very hard to transform yourself, to see things from a new perspective, to burst out of the box that society has put you in, you are almost there. Don't quit. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. The value that you're looking for, the appreciation, the rewards, the consolation, whatever it is, you will be getting there very soon. But once again, the difference between you getting there and finally being able to move to the next level of your life, or staying stuck and stagnant and overwhelmed in the past, is you believing that you can do it. I think self-trust is a huge part of this reading, because sometimes you have the tendency to doubt your own decisions, doubt yourself, doubt your perspective, doubt even your truth and the clarity that you've already found. If you've already decided that this person from the past is not compatible with who you are, and you are moving into yet another phase, another stage, transforming into an even greater expression of your authentic self, do you really think that the person that you've already chosen to disconnect from would connect to the person that you're growing into, even when they weren't aligned with the person that you were at the time? For some of you, I only see this divide getting wider and wider, and that's why Spirit is encouraging you to keep pressing on, to keep moving forward. Some of you know exactly what I mean when I say that, because you feel yourself leaving this person behind. And it's hard for you because they represented a dream or a fantasy or a wish that you were desperately hoping would come true. Maybe you thought that you and this person were destined to be together or destined to have a future together. And the more that you grow, the more that you transform, the more that you change and evolve into the person you were always meant to be, you don't see them moving and changing and growing with you, or you don't see it becoming easier for them to connect with you at this point in your life. So now it makes you doubt or feel fearful that you won't have this person in the future, or that if you continue to grow and become more aligned with your authentic self, that you'll completely lose this person. And for some of you, that's absolutely true. It's an unfortunate reality. We can't bring everyone with us, no matter where we're going. Sometimes people are only with us for a season, and as much as you have enjoyed this person or wanted to have another opportunity with this person, it may be time to fully release this person and let them go, so that you can open yourself up to new people and new experiences. You may think, well, why do I have to let them go if I'm not with them? How would that stand in the way of me meeting new people and getting to know new people and potentially dating new people? It's because you'll always be thinking of this past person as some sort of plan B. You'll always be thinking, well, even if it doesn't work out with this new person or this new connection, I can always go back to the past. That person is a human being. And if you are not currently in communication with that person, then you have no idea what's going on in that person's life. Even if you follow them on social media, even if you talk to mutual friends about them, even if you hang out in the same social circles, if they're not talking to you specifically about what's going on with them, then you will never know. And you almost putting this person on hold in your mind is not only doing you a disservice, but a disservice to all the people who want to connect with you right now. It's important for you to acknowledge that you can either let the love in, or you can continue to create a barrier by staying stuck in the past. For some of you, you may reconnect with this person, And you may be doubtful that it will ever happen or that they will ever meet you where you are. But there are things that are happening without your conscious awareness that are influencing the situation around you. And if you're meant to reconnect with this person, you will. But Spirit doesn't want you to wait around wishing and hoping. Because once again, there are people who want to connect with you right now, today, that you might be putting on hold simply because you feel as if you have to save space for this past person. Some of you are going to choose to stay living in a fantasy as a way to avoid being vulnerable in new connections. And some of you are going to expand your perspective and open your mind and realize that the past has taught you many valuable things, not only about who you are as a person, but about how you show up in relationships and what you need from your relationships. A lot of you, as a result of being in this past connection or situation, have become more emotionally available and are more ready to risk it all for love, ready to take the leap when you finally connect with someone who makes your heart light up. Some of you, because of this connection, feel that it's important to communicate what you need from other people and find people who speak your love language, because maybe that is part of the reason why you were incompatible with this past person, is because you didn't speak the same love language or you didn't communicate the same way. I feel that all of you, regardless of what you choose to do moving forward, are aware of just how much you've grown and just how much love you're capable of. But don't allow the past to stunt your growth, no matter what. Continue to move forward. Continue to be optimistic about your future. Where you're going, the path that you're on right now, whatever that is for you, is creating a deep healing in your life. I feel that you're someone who holds on to disappointment, almost expecting it or anticipating it in every situation. And you're learning that that has kept you from fully enjoying the abundance that life has to offer you. I think you're breaking up with unhelpful thought patterns and overall pessimism when it comes to love and romance, as well as making connections and relationships with people in a professional and a platonic capacity as well. There's a message here about not allowing your anxiety to control the way that you show up for love or the way that you experience love coming into your life. Surrendering to it, being open and vulnerable to it, understanding that pain and pleasure come through the same door. I feel like that is the specialty of any mature and evolved Scorpio, is understanding that anything worth having is worth fighting for, and anything worth having might be worth suffering for. You just have to decide what you're willing to suffer for. This is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will be with you next time.